And they have made it clear that that will continue, that they will continue to provide support to Ukraine. Then there have been some NATO allies will continue to stand by Ukraine, partly because it has been agreed again and again.
Change of sentiment, do you think?
So Poland has been, since the start of this war, one of the major suppliers of military support, political support to Ukraine, and they have made it clear that that will continue, that they will continue to provide support to Ukraine. Then there have been some disagreements on grain and trade in foodstuff. I'm just expecting and confident that Ukraine and Poland will find a way to address those issues without that impacting in a negative way the military support to Ukraine. And I'm also confident that Sweden will be a member in the near future. These lines since the war started, and the war didn't start last year. The war started actually in 2014. Then there are different voices in NATO. We are 31 nations. There are democratic elections. There will always be different voices, but I'm confident that NATO and NATO allies will continue to stand by Ukraine, partly because it has been agreed again and again at summits, at ministerial meetings, but also because it's so clearly in our security interest. If President Putin wins in Ukraine, it will be a tragedy for the Ukrainians, but also dangerous for us. We will become more vulnerable, because then the message is that when President Putin uses military force, violates international law, he gets what he wants, and that's dangerous for all NATO allies. Ratification.
So just to be clear, in your view, the F-16 deal is not related?
Well, we have a clear agreement from the Vilnius summit, from the NATO summit in Vilnius, where President Erdogan, Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson of Sweden, and we agreed a joint statement where it's outlined the conditions and the requirements and what the different countries should do, and F-16 is not part of that. President Erdogan made it clear that Turkey will ratify as soon as possible. He said that several times also publicly. And the Turkish parliament will convene soon, and I expect then the ratification process to start. Well, it's for Slovakia to decide what kind of government and.
So just to be clear, in your view, the F-16 deal is not related at all to this?
Well, Turkey has also made it clear that they don't link those two issues, but I'm in favor of NATO allies having as few restrictions on arms exports as possible, because we are allies. We should be able to trade and export weapons to each other, and therefore I welcome any progress on F-16 and all the issues when it comes to trade between NATO allies.